EKD once again. It's EKD, and today we are going to be, like I said on my last video, I said I'm going to be looking through different real life projects I have undergone. All right, so this is to help you learn from my experience. All right, it's like I emphasized the other day. I said that it is better learning from real life projects than some kind of dummy project. So if you're joining me for the first time, I would urge you to check out the other video we did. And this series it promises to be amazing. All right, it promises to be amazing, and you're going to get a lot of knowledge from my real life experience. I don't want to waste your time. I'll just want you to listen properly to what I would be sharing with you. I know you're seeing a cool mark on your screen, just in a cool @# symbol, and you'll be wondering, what is this? What is this? So with further ado, I'll just get right into what we have today. So if you've not subscribed to this channel, Creative EKD, then you have to. If not, you'll be missing a lot of things. Like I said, there are a heap of contents that I'll be releasing this season. All right, so I'd want you to benefit from it. Even if you are experienced or you have no experience, you need this. All right, you need this. Many people want to learn the tool. You've seen some lines on this logo, and you want to say, what did you use to do it? What did you used to do? And I always tell people that creativity begins from the mind. And what we do here at Creative EKD, what I do basically, I help to build your creative mind. All right, if your mind is empty, you can't jump into any tool and just create something amazing. All right, you've got to have something good in your mind, all right, before you execute. So let's just begin. Let's begin. Let me not waste your time. So this is AM Plus Hub. This is AM Plus Hub, a hub here in Nigeria. And I was told to design the logo for them. And today you'll be getting some real life experience. So let's begin. So this is the company name typically. And I know designers, sometimes it's very difficult to develop concepts. It's very difficult, all right, to develop concepts. Not just any kind of concepts that work, all right. But I want to break that down for you. We have the mark here. We have AM Plus Hub. So this was what I came up with. Sorry, excuse me. This was what I came up with. I got to my paper. I sketched. All right, I sketched. You might not be able to see my sketches here, but I'll try maybe one of the future video to show you my sketches on different logos. All right. So what I did basically, I thought of, and the first thing you should do, you should know what the brand you're working for. You should know what they do. You should know their core values. All right. You should know their core values before you could create something very nice. All right. So what I did, I talked with the head of the place, and I got some info on what they do and their core values. That was what I used to create this stuff. So you just carry your pen and paper and start sketching ideas, but you must have a boundary. All right, you must have a boundary, and that is the knowledge and the information you've gotten from your client. You must have a boundary. So what was the best way to execute this when I got it? The best way to do this is thinking. I always tell people that you just write different things that you could think of while thinking of the particular brand name. You just write different things. What can I think of when I think of AM Plus Hub? And it's a tech hub, all right? So I think of technology. I think a hub is typically a place it's typically a community. All right, it's a community. So when I begin to sketch around those facts. All right, I begin to sketch around those informations. So I began sketching what is the symbol that would be related to technology. So I wrote many things I could get, and I advise you, this is my process. All right, other persons may have their different process, but I think this works for me and it might work for you also. So I just write different words that I can associate with the brand name. This is what I do typically for any brand I'm working with. So and plus up technology, typically technology. So I got the word technology, community. I got a lot of words, so I sketched this, and I'll tell you the app I use. The app does not really count. What counts is the concept behind it. All right, so this was what I got. I sketched an hashtag symbol, and this is not just an hashtag symbol. You're going to see it as we go on. All right, so this is the logo I got, and this is forming an hashtag symbol. So I got the logo. I first of all did a silhouette for them. This was not my only sketch. I sketched other things, but this was more aesthetic to me. And this is plus up. This is the logo Mac. It's a tech hub, so they would like to have a Mac. It would be better if they had a Mac. All right, because tech brands, they are mostly online. Just think about using this Mac for maybe profile picture or any other thing that, online you just scrolling through. You don't need anything. You don't need anything that is very complex. So I had to break it down, and I got the logo Mac. And this works well on silhouette. Your logo has to be simple. I don't know how I'll get this across to you. Your logo has to be simple. Modern logos are simple. They are simple because it's more flexible. Maybe you can check my other tutorial on okay, that's a video tutorial. Okay, that one I did a video and in my studio. So okay, I did a video at my office. So that one is more explanatory. I don't want to go back to all those things, but I might get to say them for your own benefit. All right, I might get to say them. So this is it. Silhouette. It's very simple, neat, and good to go. All right, so I used Illustrator to execute the idea I had. I used Illustrator. Let me try to zoom in to this Mac so you could see the lines. Actually, it might not be in a good quality, but next time maybe I'll show you my Illustrator project. Maybe I'll show you. So this is it basically, and I executed this in Illustrator, as I said earlier. So then we have something here. So the next thing you would probably do is your logo rationale. All right, how did you come about the concept? Like I said, this is plus up, and the next thing you do is not many designers make the mistake because they want to be classy. You don't know why people do these things. Why we present black and white logo? We present it to show its flexibility. Black and white format, that's silhouette. That is simplest. The simplest way the logo is going to look. So you have to start from the simplest way before you move to the complex. When it's in full colors and all that. All right. So don't only submit a black and white to your client. You have to break it down. Give them the full color. That's why most times they reject your logo. That's why they reject your logo most of the times. And okay, this is a full color. I used orange color, and this is the plus up there. You can see I used the gradient. All right. So these are the words I said earlier: tech, creative. This is the technology. When it comes to technology, what signifies technology there? That's the hashtag symbol. When you have hashtag this, hashtag that. And the other day I was trying to research where hashtag came from, actually, where it originated from, and I saw it was one old company like that. But mostly Twitter gained that ground. While referring to hashtags, most times you think of Twitter. All right. So it gives you that tech feeling. And what is creativity there? Creativity is also there, and some might be just subtle. It does not have to show. That's what simplicity means. You don't have to make it very pronounced. If not, I'll just go and splash colors and everything. Some things are just subtle. They are subtle. So the community, you can see how the logo connects to each other. There are different segments, how it connects to form an hashtag, different. I don't know if you can see it. And then community, the same thing. When you have a community, okay, I'm talking about community. When you have a community encompasses of different people, of different ideologies coming together. So you can see that coming togetherness of coming together. You can see that the different segments of the logo, you can see it coming together to form the hashtag symbol. You can also see that, like what I said previously, it has to be subtle. For something to be simple, don't make your ideas, when they are pronounced, when these concepts are very pronounced, it becomes over complex. So they are just subtle. But the important thing is that it shows, all right? So modern is simple, it's modern, all right? Collaboration, the same thing, the same effects on the community coming together. So a hub is where they collaborate, all right? Where they collaborate. And you should know that about your clients. You should know what they do in detail. Know what they do in detail before you jump into work, all right? Know what they do in detail. That would help you a lot to generate a logo with a very good concept. All right, so I'll move ahead, and this is the logo again on the black background, and I broke it down here. You can see it's not just an hashtag. The first one you can see here is that if I zoom in a bit, you can see that the first, there's an H here. There's an H here, and we have another H, and the two H, like I said, forms the first letter H and plus, and the second one forms the second letter H hub. All right, second letter H hub. Okay, I put and plus there. I think that was a mistake, but you know what I mean. All right, you know what I mean. Okay, so the other one H is for the hub, and that's why we have and plus hub 2H. Sometimes it might be easy to find pun playable words when you're working. If you are lucky enough, if you're working with a brand that is pun playable. What do I mean by pun playable? It means maybe the words that make up the brand name, you can easily play with them. Like this one, we have 2H, all right, 2H. So we could easily play with them. So sometimes you might not be lucky, so you have to think very well. Like the other one we did, we're not that lucky. So if you check the other video, you see what I'm talking about. So the two formed an hashtag symbol, which makes lots of sense. So it's not just the hashtag, we have the initials of the logo embedded on the logo. So that is very, very smart and brilliant. That's very smart. Like I tell designers, why clients reject your logo most of the times is because you do not give them sufficient concepts. You don't have any sufficient concept, or let me say your concepts are not sufficient. All right, when you do this kind of things, it makes the client have a relationship with the logo. And when you have a relationship with somebody, it's very difficult for you to cut off. All right, so just like human beings, your client begins to have relationship. Your client develops a relationship with the logo, and they cannot easily cut it off. All right, not just a simple and just make any kind of mark. They can easily reject it. You can easily reject it. All right, but this is nice. This is awesome. This is brilliant. All right, you would agree with me that this is brilliant. This is brilliant. So when you're doing your logos, like, you should check out for the brand name. Is there anything you can play with? Can you play with the initials? Can you play with the core values of the company, like I did with creativity and all that? So this logo is very strong. It's very strong. It's a strong mark. All right, it's a strong mark. So we're going to look at some other things that I added to my submission. So prescribed logo combinations. Prescribed logo combinations. You can also refer to this as a style guide. All right, how the logo should appear. How the logo should appear on different platforms. This is not that detailed. I just did the basic. This submission is just the basic way. You can do your own any other way, providing it is very organized. It has to be organized. All right, it has to be organized. Then you can see it on a black background horizontally. You can see it black background on a white background. You can see how it works with images. Over here, you can see the image has to be at the back. Like I said to designers, it's your world. You just create something nice, something unique. All right, something unique for the brand. All right, is your world. So this is how I wanted the brand to work with images. Image at the back, then with a gradient of 2 shades of orange. All right, so this is it on the black background. The full logo on the black background. Okay, white on the black background. So this is it. I put I didn't only use sometimes I didn't only use black and orange. I used gray. Although this background is gray, but if you look closely, you see the difference that I added gray. Sometimes you don't only use 2 colors. Sometimes it's good to add a supportive colors, because your client might be in a situation where the colors you provide them are not sufficient, might not be sufficient. So just put a supportive color, just that color that will just in case. So I put ash in case they want to be a bit flexible. So I put gray, sorry, or you can call it ash, but it's a gray color, so they can easily work with that. And see the way it works with images. This creates a visual style. This, like I said, this is not a very complex submission. If not, we would have to break all this down of the way the visual style works and all those kind of stuff. All right, but this is okay. This is white. White should be on the gradient, and through this prescribed logo combination, you can know what will work and what will not work. The client has to know what will work and what will not work. How the logo should not be used. All right, so we have patterns. Tech companies, most times they have pattern. When you consider, like I said last time, if you are doing a logo for a company, you have to consider other companies in the same niche. All right, consider them. So most of these tech companies, they have pattern, and you see the hashtags, the hashtag symbol makes a good pattern. All right, so we have the brand color profile where I put the color codes and everything, and you choose colors. Sometimes your client might not have a particular color in mind, so you can pick a color for them. But if they have a color in mind and it's suitable for the work, then so you'll be asking why I use orange. Some people just say, okay, color psychology. I don't overhype the term color psychology, because it depends on your creativity. You can say one color represents this and one color represents this, but bringing those 2 colors together might be something entirely different, might just create an emotion that's entirely different. Like what I did here, I use orange. Why did I use orange color? Just take note so that you might just use this when you're doing your next logo, when working for your client. So I used orange because orange and the hub is a community. It receives people. All right, it receives people, so it has to be welcoming. And a hub is still official. So I was looking for that color. Excuse me. I was looking for that color that would just be on the middle ground, that would be welcoming and same time official. So, and the best pick was orange color, and I used a shade of 2 different orange, and this signifies that Am Plus Orb is a community. So when you see these colors, you just feel, wow, this brand, you just feel welcomed. All right, not seeing colors like red. Those colors, they are very official. So when you see colors like this, especially when it's now a gradient, so I did it purposely. I was trying to create an effect. So these are things you should do. You're trying to create an effect. If I don't tell you, you would not know. But these are we always say, designers are both. That's our work is very, 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 very tough, because you have to be a scientist, you have to be a designer also. All right, so seeing these 2 colors, you just feel welcome. Sometimes you might not know why, you just like the brand. It's friendly, it's appearing friendly, but it's because of these colors. They create the effect. So we also have black there, so the rest they help to balance the black. So I have the primary color and the secondary color, so the color codes are there. So that's it basically. And we'll be looking at others. Trust me, there are many other brands. I believe you've learned lots of things from just this. I believe you've learned lots of things. So this is Am Plus Orb. Am Plus Orb logo. But the shocking thing was that I'm going to be showing you, maybe in another video, I'm going to be showing. I presented two options, but I'm just trying to this is the first option I gave them, but I'm trying to just work on this first. Maybe the next video I'll work on the other one, and I'll tell you the one they picked. All right, I'll tell you the one they picked, but both concepts are nice. So just tell me what you think on the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. All right, don't forget to subscribe. We have other amazing contents on that is coming your way. Trust me, that is coming your way. And I might probably get another person to join me, another creative to join me, so it will be a deep talk. All right, so I want to see you on Instagram, Creative EKD, on Facebook, Creative EKD, on YouTube, Creative EKD. And you can like this video if it helps you. Like it. All right, like it. Share this video to other creatives, and bye for now. See you next time.